I came to New Orleans for the food, but I quickly realized this city was about to give me a whole lot more. Welcome to Vegan in the City, New Orleans edition. If I am being honest, New Orleans wasn't even on my radar. A cheap round-trip ticket changed all of that. After landing in New Orleans, I dropped off my bags and started exploring. No plans, no itinerary. My first stop had to involve food, because you know me, I have to eat. More than a few people recommended Breads on Oak. It's a completely vegan bakery and cafe, and this was the perfect way to start the trip. The moment I walked in, I was overwhelmed by fresh bread, pastries, cookies, and more vegan options than I knew what to do with. I had a giant cinnamon roll covered in icing and walnuts that just melted in my mouth. Next was a couple of biscuit sandwiches, one with a plant-based sausage patty, one with melty vegan cheese, and a tofu scramble biscuit loaded with fresh vegetables. Everything was hearty, everything was flavorful, and exactly what I needed to fuel my busy day ahead. After eating, it was time to do one of my favorite things whenever I visit a new city: get lost and explore. I made my way through the city, past the House of Blues, over to Jackson Square, and eventually down toward the water. New Orleans has such a diverse and interesting history, it was fun to learn more about it. New Orleans is one of those cities where you don't need a plan, just walk and wander. There's something interesting around almost every corner. The streetcars, the architecture, the balconies, the music, the art, it's everywhere. It's all around you. Every building feels like it has a story to tell. That was a fun day. Time for dinner. I casually stumbled upon Carmo, and what a delicious accident it was. The vibe was warm, the decor was tropical and sustainable. This quinoa salad was fresh and fire, loaded with black beans, avocado, corn, and veggies. This vegetable curry was life-changing. It was warm, comforting, and packed with flavor. And just like that, day one in New Orleans was over, and I'm just getting started. I'm excited to see where the day takes me. I grabbed a quick coffee and muffin and hit the streets. Trilly is slightly off the beaten path, but completely worth the trip. I love the vibe. The decor is bold and colorful. This cheesesteak was meaty and saucy. The bread was hot, fresh, and soft. It was everything I needed a cheesesteak to be, and then some. These vegan chicken bites were crispy and flavorful. The cheese fries were diabolically delicious. I left good and full. This is turning out to be a cool trip. New Orleans surprises me at every turn. Eventually, I headed back up to the rooftop, put my feet up, and just enjoyed the view. I'm excited to see what's next. I change and head to dinner. Gumbo is one of the most iconic dishes in New Orleans. So if you're going to eat vegan gumbo, there is only one place to do it. This place felt like history. Classic, iconic, warm, full of charm. I ordered the white beans gumbo along with the gumbo's herbs. Both dishes were simple, comforting, and packed with that slow-cooked homemade flavor. Controversial opinion. Frenchman Street is more fun than Bourbon Street. Do you see this? This is a random Tuesday night. Live music, people filling the streets, bands playing, everybody having a good time. Listening to all this good music maybe work up an appetite. It's a good thing Dat Dog is in the middle of Frenchman Street. They have several vegan hot dog options. These are the best vegan hot dogs I've had in my entire vegan life. I ended the evening catching the last set of the most incredible jazz band I've ever heard. Good morning, it's day 3. Time to suck up more of those New Orleans vibes. I had to hit Breads and Oak for one last meal. The sandwich was fire and these potato wedges were phenomenal. Afterwards, I headed over to do some window shopping. The historic French market in the French Quarter stretches across 6 blocks and is divided into a farmer's market and a flea market. Vendors sell everything from regional produce to handmade jewelry, local art, eclectic souvenirs, all the things. As you can see, all the cool, interesting, amazing things. I was in awe. I didn't buy anything though. New Orleans is widely considered the birthplace of jazz, thanks to its blend of African, Caribbean, French, and Spanish musical traditions. You can't spend time in New Orleans without talking about the music. It's everywhere. I'm addicted to vegan soul food, and I'm cool with that. I've had it all over the country, so my expectations are high. Sweet Soul Food met those expectations. I ordered damn near everything on the menu. Okra, yams, mac and cheese, collard greens, corn chowder, baked beans. Every bite tasted like it came straight from my auntie's Sunday dinner table. This is vegan soul food you need in your life. And just like that, my time was over. 3 days was not nearly enough. New Orleans is a place where music, art, food, and culture intersect seamlessly. I came to New Orleans looking for good vegan food, but I left loving the city. As always, if you're looking for easy and delicious plant-based recipes, grab my free recipe pack. The link is in the description below. And thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I got more plant-based travel and food content coming your way.